Good day, my peeps, and welcome to another edition of You Said It. This is your boy XL. You know how I do this. Let's do it. Yeah. So I'm here with my boy King Knox. You know what I mean? A lot of y'all remember us from 784 Royals. Yeah. So we're outside here. And this is my show called You Said It. And what I'm going to basically ask you is 3 questions. The first question being, how do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vincy?
Boy, well, it should be 18. That just rap. From day one. It was,
Because that's how we grew up, not true?
well, that coming, not really how we grew up. That changed like when I be in secondary school, somebody.
Oh. Sorry, I old. Sorry, that changed before. That changed after second.
You have to think about the risk of getting pregnant and stuff like that because it comes with having sex, right? And a child at 15 being pregnant and stuff like that, it is definitely life changing. They're not ready for that, not physically, not mentally, not emotionally. So, and sex is, pregnancy could be a consequence of sex. So, age of consent being that low is just ridiculous. It I know it don't make sense. It does not make sense.
Unless they could like vote and get the idea.
Exactly, because when you do that, you're encouraging them to have sex. And I know some young ladies would say, "Oh, I'm 15 and I could do this and I could do that." Yeah, but when you get pregnant, who has to take care of the child? Your parent. Most of the time, the guy you're having sex with don't even when you get pregnant, don't even study you. Yeah, and it falls on your parent, and that is not. And then you're increasing the poverty in the country. So you had to think about all of that. So they need to change it. I said at least 18. Something better. But 15, exactly.
So I'm here today with my friend. I'm going to let her introduce herself.
My name is Tamia.
Tamia, how do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vincy?
I don't feel that it's supposed to be right. The age of consent should be 15 years of age, and then the age of marriage is 18 and above. Why should you be giving consent at 15 but can't get married at 15?
Or can't vote?
And even that,
Or can't get ID?
you know all this stuff.
Yep.
So why should you give a 15-year-old who, like, say, in Form 3 or 2, consent to give sexual intercourse to a big hard butt guy?
True.
And can't commit to a relationship,
Facts.
vote, drink alcohol or any of those stuff?
I don't
see the point.
Right. So I'm here with my boy Sharpman. He occupied at the moment. So I just gave him a moment there. So ready now. Sure, you can watch some of it. Right. Yeah, so I'm here with my boy Sharpman, Baker Extraordinaire. And I mean, I can let you introduce yourself.
And is anyone who in Tonic scene?
Tonic?
I'm Baker man, right? You, I'm blessed.
Regular Tonic or SSS Tonic?
Anyone call man.
Alright. So again, my show is called You Said It. Yeah. And it's questions that has been asked in the Vincentian populace.
Yeah.
And they're giving me their own personal opinion about things, right? So here, let's go. 1, what do you think about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vincy?
Consent?
Yeah, the age of consent is 15 years old in Vincy right
well,
now.
For me,
how you feel about that?
That's good in a way.
Yeah, it ain't really about it to you.
No, it's about me.
True.
Because sometimes, even the girl still small, the man go up to she say like a breast. Man go up to she do
But that's not a good thing though.
it's bad. So that when I go up 15 years old and a man go over the border, you should get the same age. Or if he got 15, he get 15 years.
Right, but no, this is what I'm saying. If the girl is 15, it's actually the age of consent, so he can't really get arrested so easy because that's the allowed age that she could have sex.
Well,
so
yeah.
how you feel about that? You ain't think that should change?
Not right now.
Quick question before I ask you the other question. You have any kids yourself?
Yeah, because man, she's about 4 right now, and one day we come in like a baby.
Any girls?
No girl.
No girls. Your boy?
Yeah.
Ah, boy. That says a lot.
Yeah, good morning. SVG, you don't know the thing said. This is Ranger, no stranger in the area.
And?
Yeah, good morning. I am Joan, SVG, as usual. Warbridge always, you know.
And no lie, they both lyrical, they just do the thing, they just do music. You would not know that. I mean, because you ain't get that kind of information by giving it no. Okay, so my show is called You Said It, right? And couple of the questions I have on my show. One question is, how do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vinci?
15 years old. Well, boy, what I was say about that boy, I remember when he was 18, so I always respect the 18 and up.
No problem with that.
Yeah, but when it reach 15, just so it might reach to 12 or 10. So me ain't agree with that.
Thank you very much. 100. Oh, that's my opinion too. It doesn't have to be everybody's opinion. Just telling you I don't follow the age of consent being 15. Because I mean, my daughter is able to get pregnant at 15, but she can't vote, she can't get your license, or she can't get your ID card. No. How you feel about that?
Well, I feel the same about that because my daughter cannot vote as usual.
Yes, so I'm here with a very interesting guest on my show, on You Said It. This is Sean Jack, my brother. Yes. Sean, the questions I have today for the populace in Vinci is, first off, what do you think about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vinci?
Ah, boy. The age of consent is a worldwide issue. Now, in terms of, when you say consent, you mean vehicles should be able to do legally. Now, the age of consent for drinking is what?
18 and above.
So the age of consent for being 15 for having sex, right?
Yeah, alone.
And then you have to wait until 18 to drink.
Or vote.
So you're allowed to have sex before you're able to drink or vote.
Yeah.
That's
right.
I think they should do something about it.
True.
It ain't making much sense. I mean, the people that put the laws and things in place, I believe they wake up on mornings and have like meetings and decide, well, this is a good idea without consulting with the proper people, the relative authorities that's supposed to implement sensible laws.
Sure.
So that's basically my view on the entire.
One, how do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vinci?
Well, for me, that's a terrible thing. Yeah. Because as far as I can see right now, a lot of youth on the street right now are not 30 and 12 and 14 and big doors opening for them to enter shows and them things there. So for me now, me seem like the system ain't really have a time of them things there, you know what I mean? And it's a serious thing. Because as a youth now, I have my time too. And in my time now growing up and things down, I see police used to come and take up children off the street. You know, if you're drinking, them take away drink from you and them thing there. Now them thing ain't really happening no more and things, so that's a sad thing, you know, for real.
I got always say he's one of the baddest man in them in the R&B game. I mean, he probably stopped doing music now, but I'm here with my good friend Boom Sir. Well, let me let him introduce himself. I know him as that. Let me let him introduce himself.
Wait, stop. Introduce me as the tailor.
All right. Right. So, I stand corrected. I am here with my boy, the tailor, from where? What creation?
Fastest Creation.
Fastest Creation. I should have known it's Fastest Creation. He said it just now. Right. So, my boy, my show is called You Said It. Oh, and Pete the brand tour. Right.
Because it faded.
Do anything. Right. So, my show is called You Said It, and I want your personal opinion on these 3 questions I'm about to ask you. The first one being, how do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vinci?
I think 15 years old is too young for a female to give consent for sex, because at 15, I mean, you're just leaving primary school, you're not going into high school, you're not that mature mentally. I mean, you won't be able to take on certain responsibilities. So I think it should be at least 17, 18. Let me say 17, because at 17 you could already be in college. So
you don't start finding yourself.
Yeah, basically. So let me say 17.
So I'm here with my friend Chris, aka
Doing big.
Doing big, right? So Chris, my question I have to you today is, what do you think about the age of consent being 15 in Vinci?
Well, from my perspective, I think it's a wrong age. I give the consent from 18. As a matter of fact, I give it to 20. So what I see from this project they come up with towards saying it's 15 years old, they want to molest the young children, and it's wrong. So my consent is from 18.
How do you feel about the age of consent being 15 years old in Vinci?
Bad.
Don't afraid to say it.
Bad.
If you don't like it, say you don't like it.
I don't like it, it's bad.
Facts. And you leaving it at that. It's just I don't like it.
I
Right.
don't like it.
You think it should go back up to like 18, 19, somewhere there, right? Right, I believe so too. So we're here. Mind telling the viewers your name?
My name is Ifanati, better known as Tootie Man. Last night I coming from Heritage Crane and I have a bad man sheet called $80. And a girl with a car pull up and call me. So when I go where I make out who she is, she pull off the glass and drive off the car and hide on my foot and on the ground lay down. And man have to tell she, oh God, drive off the car left him. I don't know who. I've been tight too. I've been drinking a little booze and a nice thing and enjoy myself after carnival cool long, yeah.
How do you feel about the age of consent in St. Vincent being 15 years old?
Yeah, well, let's say that time, in this time, St. Vincent were up and tough and thing and people in poverty, so the young teenager girl and them hungry and thing and them going and just do thing without feeling the right way. And I ain't supposed, and people, the man and them taking advantage of them and I ain't supposed to be. You could give it some children, not even young girls, young little boy, help them out when they need something and give them something and tell them take care of themselves and all them things.
Yeah,
more than taking advantage of them.
Right.
We can't live with that. Okay.
So no predatory mentality.
Blessed life.
Right.
Okay.
Come on. Blessed or none, brother.
One night I lie down in my bed resting. Some part of my body start quarreling. Hand tell foot, foot tell hand you ungrateful. Son of a gun. When you thief people things, I just have to run. Hand tell foot you are blasted and grateful too. Is I just thief people think to buy food for you. Body. Body confusion. Well, let's jump up and say, I'm important too. I just hear people about talking, all of you.